Hi everyone, today I am going to be having a go at drawing an ice cream cone on this page here in 30 Days of Creativity. Now I've got this tool to help me. Now it's not quite right because it has an out angle, which is what I want, but this is straight, so this would be like the middle. So what I'm going to do is use it to help me a little bit. So what I want to do first is to have it completely straight, lined up with the edge of the paper, which you may have noticed I'm not very good at doing. But what I'm going to do is take it to the edge and just slowly bring it into the place where I want the cone, and start at the bottom. Hang on, let's draw it out just a tad. There we go, push it up for you. There we go. So I'm going to start there. I'm hoping that's at the right angle. I'm just going to measure it actually, because I'm getting a bit, I've had a wonky cake. I don't really want a wonky cake. So I'm going to use my ruler to measure the distance from that top and that bottom, because I want this line to be completely straight. Okay. So that is, I need to make sure that's 21.5. It's 23, it's miles out. It says it should be there, but that's not quite the angle that I am looking for. It's going to be too wide. So what I'm going to do is just bring it in, and I'm drawing with my Holbein khaki pencil, because that's the colour that I want my cone to be. That is probably too wide an angle. You think that's going to be stretching out too far, so I'm going to erase that and bring it in quite significantly like that, and then the other side probably like that. There we go, it's actually now quite thin, but I think that looks better. Now our ice cream is going to be overlapping the bottom, and it's going to be fairly circular. Now at the moment the cone looks really straight because it's been drawn with a ruler, but what I've purposely drawn it with this pencil so I can colour it in and make it look a little bit less, what's the word, regimented, straight. But we need to do our ice cream on the top. So I'm going to get a pink colour. I'm just looking around for a pencil in the right sort of colour. Oh, here we go. I have got a Prismacolor lavender, which just happens to be in my reach. And I'm just going to go like that, a bit wibbly wobbly, and around like that. It's probably a bit too wibbly wobbly on that edge, but I can bring that in because it's going to be coloured in like that. Okay, so I think what I will do first is colour the ice cream. I'm going to bring you in so you can see better. And I think I'm just going to do quite a rough layer. Now I think it looks quite good if it's dribbling a little bit down the side of the cone. So I'm going to do that in a minute. Actually, I really want it to all be that way. I wonder what flavour this is. Do you think raspberry? So I'm going to make this bit a bit more of a dribble, and a dribble here as well, because I think it just gives it a bit more interest. You see, because we're drawing with our coloured pencil rather than with a pen or anything, we can alter it a bit. Yeah. Now I'm going to do some lines. Ice cream, sort of, it's weird, it has sort of liney bits in it. like that, and we'll draw on some other bits and bobs in a bit. Now I'm trying to think of the design of the cone. Now a typical cone would have a straight top like this. I'm going to draw in like that. Now a sort of crosshatch pattern, which I'm going to draw in here. Oh, we need to try and be even. There we go. How far down? We'll go down to about there with our crosshatch pattern. Can you still, you can't still see. Sorry. And we want to go back the other way. I think. We need one in there, and there, and there. Oh, that's not looking brilliant, but there we go. So we've got a sort of crosshatchy cone. So this top bit will be sort of overlapping. So it's going to have some shadow underneath it. And it would also come out a bit like that. So I'm going to colour that in, make it a bit darker underneath the ice cream. Just so it looks like there's a bit of shadow on it. Now this crosshatch bit, I've done it a little bit wrong. I'm just going to erase that line there and put it more in between the two. Okay. And the idea is to try and shade each of these little crosshatchy areas. So around the edge of each, make it darker, and then a bit lighter in the middle. I can hear a lot of noise outside. There's someone trimming, like strimming or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Sometimes they come and do the verges in our road. They didn't do it for a long time, but they've started doing it again lately. So I'm not sure why they've suddenly started doing it. Anyway, it keeps it looking neater. But sometimes it cut down the wildflowers, which are quite pretty. There aren't any at this time of the year though. So coming into winter, of course. You can see how that's starting to form. And put a bit of shadow under the ice cream as well. So I will keep going through the whole cone, colouring it like that. I think it's going to get a bit dull if I show you all of it. Now the bottom part, I'm going to make that line a little harder and then just colour that quite lightly. I want my guideline to sort of disappear, but I'm thinking that normally they're a bit rounded, not pointed at the bottom, so I'm just going to gently bring that round a bit, like that, and colour that in. There we go. Okay, and last of all, I'm going to do some sprinkles and things, and I'm going to use some Poscas. I've got pink and yellow. Just grabbing, I've got red, that's quite nice, orange, blue and green, like that. And I'm thinking I could either do lines like on this one. I think I might do dots, so I'm just going to grab the pen and go nope, and get it started on my notepad. Oh, this green doesn't want to get going. There we go. And just do Still didn't want to work dots over like that, and in the blue. And of course you don't have to do them all over, you could do a little bit at the top as if it's been dipped, or just a little area. But I thought we'd just make it more colourful if we did them all over. I'm not going to do it on the dribbly bit because I don't think there would be any on there. Yesterday I used some, this one's not going to really show up, pink. I used a Posca pen and then smudged it everywhere. It was good, but I wasn't going to get too het up about it. I did try and colour over the top of it after in a pencil to make it disappear. Unfortunately it didn't work. I think we need some white as well, so I'm going to grab a white in a minute, but let's just do the red. And when I colour that ice lolly up there, I'll do a similar thing using different colours. Oh, that's not the right white. Just dropped it. Here's the white. Oh, the lid won't come on. It's a bit watery. This white's running out, and it comes out watery when I first start. It's better. And if it's watery, you can't see it. It won't show up massively on this because it's a not very intense colour. There we go. So there is our ice cream. I will finish it off quickly and pop a photo I mean, at the end, so you can see it. But hopefully that just gives you a little bit of guidance to get going. You might want to pop chocolate flake or different toppings in, do several different bits of ice cream and things like that. But you know, it's just a little guide. Hopefully it's helped you to get going with it. So thank you very much for watching and happy colouring.